R.I.P. Vine, you guys, this week on Thursday, it was announced that Vine is shutting down. It is ending, which is so crazy to me because I tweeted out yesterday, Vine is dead, but MySpace is still a thing.
That is actually really funny.
Like, how did that happen?
Right?
Justin Timberlake. That's why.
Oh, that's true. He's still
The
alive.
problem is I can't even log into my MySpace. Like, it's active, but I can't find out how to get in.
You guys, I just tried logging in 10 minutes ago to mine, and
Really?
it won't. It won't let me do it.
hilarious. That's
I
so
can't
funny.
deactivate my terrible page from 1998.
I'm too scared to find out what's on my MySpace page. It's a deep, dark hole. But anyway, let's talk about Vine. It started in 2012, and you guys remember when it hit the scene, people were getting famous everywhere. It was like the hottest app. You couldn't go anywhere without people talking about it, without trying it themselves. And it seemed to do really, really well for several years. And then over the last maybe year and a half or so, it started slowing down, and a lot of Viners and content creators were moving off of that platform onto YouTube, onto Snapchat and Instagram, and they were building platforms somewhere else.
Right.
And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that it was really hard to monetize on Vine. And I also feel like the creators kind of felt like people were all starting to leave the space together, so it was kind of like widespread panic.
It's weird to me because so many people consumed the content on Vine, but it didn't last. And I'm just trying to think why, and I'm guessing that maybe because Instagram is a platform that everyone can use, whereas like I got on Vine and I didn't know what type of content to create, so I left immediately. So I'm just thinking maybe it didn't have a sustainable, like, very long use of shelf life.
And I mean, honestly, if the major players are jumping off the platform, the people who are making this platform famous and bringing awareness to it, if they are not making some major cash, why would they stay?
Yeah.
Honestly, when you're looking at some of the deals people are getting on YouTube or even on Instagram, and you're like, hey, but I'm making free content on Vine that I'm not making money off of, I can see why. I mean, if I was a Viner, I probably would have pieced out
So
as
is that the
well.
problem? Like, these Viners got super famous but had no money and were still broke? Is that what was going on?
I think they were making money on
They
some brand
were.
deals, but not on par with what you can do on YouTube or even Instagram. You could put a 6-second video on Instagram if you want to,
Yeah.
and it's just being monetized better, I think, in
Right.
general.
And I think the long form platforms like YouTube give you a chance to do more creatively. 6 seconds is so limiting to a creator. I mean, some of these people were really good at it. The Gabby show got her started doing it. Logan
Smile.
Like, I mean, so many
Yeah.
people, and they're really great at 6 seconds. But I think brands as a whole, they like long form content so they can really make sure their brand is being pushed to audiences. But it is really sad because I don't know of another platform that's completely died like this.
No, which is very strange. I want to know what went completely wrong, and are the people that were game changers in the Vine atmosphere, did they completely jump ship, or is it just sparks?
Or did Snapchat basically eat Vine? Because I feel like we had Facebook. From Facebook, we had Twitter. And then Instagram sort of copied the picture aspect of Twitter. But then after Instagram came Vine, and then after Vine, it's like a Russian doll. And then after Vine,
now there's
we had
Musical.ly.
Snapchat
Oh,
and Musical.ly
Snapchat.
and Lively and all these other apps. And I feel like those saturated the market and did the same thing that Vine was doing, but maybe in a more interesting way. And so it made Vine a little irrelevant. I don't know. What do you
But
guys
that's
think?
weird. For me, I find it so weird that an app is dying that made so many people so famous. Like, there were enough people on this platform for some people to have up to 17 or 18 million followers.
Crazy.
So if one person has 18 million followers, there's probably at least double that on the app. So
I think Instagram video is the one that really nailed the stake in the coffin.
Right.
Because, Instagram is also Facebook.
Yeah,
So
there's
people are
money.
pushing content on both. You can do a 6-second hilarious video on Instagram. And like you said, I mean, Vine was just a bevy of amazing talent. I mean, people that we know and we've worked with that have emerged. King Batch. I mean, that guy's all over the place. He's on TV. Brittany Furlan, Zach King, who just got a movie deal with Steven Spielberg.
yeah,
like,
that's
that's
nuts.
crazy.
Insane.
I mean, good thing Vine came along, because a lot of content creators that are very talented have now moved on to YouTube, or, like you say, making movies with Steven Spielberg. So only good things came out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I just think that Twitter announced they're going to be cutting a lot of jobs generally across the board. I think 9%.
Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter owns Vine.
Yeah, but that's That's weird to me too, because what does that mean for Twitter? Do you guys think Twitter
Well, they're
is
going to be
dying?
monetizing. They are monetizing their own video now, so maybe for them that's where they decided to focus.
I know they're going to trim the fat because it doesn't make sense to have two apps that kind of virtually could serve the same purpose. They are going to lay off 350 people, which
Wow.
is a lot of people, and that's really the sad part to me about all this, is that there is a group of people who this is their livelihood. They built this app, they built this company, and now they don't have a job. And not only do they not have a job, they get to go to the next job with a legacy of, I worked and built this thing that failed, that
Right.
shut down.
That's hard to get another job
That's
too,
really
because you're like, I was
hard.
the CEO of Vine. They're
Right.
like, and that didn't work.
and you're like,
Or,
okay.
but is that a failure? It was a game
It was
changer
pretty
in its
big.
time. It
Yeah.
launched so many careers.
And I think all the Viners have really spoken out on Twitter to say that they're so appreciative of the fact that they had a chance to grow on this platform, that they wouldn't be who they are without Vine. So I think it's bittersweet for a lot of these people, but I think everyone's okay with it. Like you said, so many people jumped ship already.
I saw Darius, who we're friends with from Amazing Race, and he's
Yeah.
a huge Viner. He's also definitely diversified the kind of content he's making. He posted something like, I always dreamt of the day that Viner would stop getting auto-corrected in my phone to like gamer or something.
Oh, wow.
He's like, I always dreamt of that day coming. He's like, now I guess it never will. And it made me laugh, but it was kind of sad.
It's
You know,
sad.
Yeah.
it's kind of
What I
sad.
think it is, I think it's a really good lesson for everyone. It's not about creating content on social media. Should be a fun thing that you do to entertain yourself and your friends. It shouldn't really, at its core, be about being a celebrity and making millions of dollars. I think that was the problem with Vine, that it was being supported by just the few money makers.
oh, that's such a good point.
And I just feel like
But at the end of the
social media-
day, people start doing that because they start a platform like Vine because they love doing it and they're bored and that's what they're doing in their free time. But when your hobby becomes your main thing, then that is how you're living, so you kind of need to treat it like a business. And then good thing these people did though, because now they've turned it into massive careers.
Interesting. Who here has or had a Vine account?
I
I
never
had.
liked it.
Yes?
And I
no?
did one Vine, my whole life.
Just one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
Why just the one?
Because I have too many other apps. I'm
Right.
on Instagram, on Snapchat, I'm
There's
on
like a
Facebook.
finite amount of time that you'll spend
My
on social
brain
media.
can only allow myself like 4 apps at a time.
I
you know?
personally thought a lot of the Vine videos were just really dumb because there's only so much you can do with 6 seconds. And so at least on YouTube, depending on what mood you're in on that day, whether you want to see an elephant give birth,
Which
or
you
whether-
like most
I
days.
freaking love elephants giving birth babies. I mean,
Really?
Love
oh
it.
my
Love
god.
it. Don't
Black
get her
holes,
started.
don't get me
She'll be in
started.
your
And then if you're
office
Jocelyn,
all
she's
day.
watching dance videos.
Oh,
Right,
just
if
like,
you want to watch dance videos or something funny, or if you want to, like, I don't know, watch Obama's speech. There's a variety of content you can access, and I feel like Vine was very narrow
It was
in what it
limited.
put out. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to read some of the RIP messages?
Yes.
From some of
Oh,
these
so
big
sad.
Viners in memoriam. Here we go. So Jessie Smiles, we love her here, obviously. She was very sad. She's like, damn, just found out that Vine is shutting down. What a crazy journey this has been. Forever grateful for that silly little app. Gabby Show, the Gabby Show did a whole video kind of mourning it, thanking everyone for following her there and just being super appreciative. She basically said, Vine saved me one of my darkest and loneliest times and provided me with a voice, an outlet, and a community, which
She also said, what cracked me up, she was like, it's like a friend you grew apart from dying. You still care. I was like,
yeah,
that's
that's really on point.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
We talked about Zach King earlier. It was such a crazy day for him because literally Thursday when they announced that Vine was going down, Zach King was announced that Steven Spielberg's production company had taken on his life story as a kid to create a film around. So
cool.
he tweeted out, it's a bittersweet day, but he did thank the Vine team to help him build a platform. I don't know if you guys have seen his stuff or not, but go to his Vine because Vine isn't shutting down as a whole right away. It's going to take a slow process, and Vine wants to keep everyone's accounts still open. You just can't create new accounts and post more activity because
Right.
they still want people to go reminisce,
You need to
enjoy.
monetize what's there.
Well, and
I
you
know.
also can't, all of these content creators that spend so much of their life
Yeah.
creating content for that platform, they can't just delete it all without giving warning. So I think this gives chance for the creators on Vine to take their videos, to put in their scrapbooks and have for the rest of forever.
It makes me think, I mean, you're watching this on YouTube right now. What if the world took YouTube away from us?
Well, we would all be
Well,
out of jobs.
I
don't
have
know.
backup careers.
I'd be at
lined up.
we'd all be at Musically or Lively.
Well, see, another app would just sweep in, and hopefully we could be at the beginning of that. What was your backup? You said you had backup careers,
Yeah, I have
Erin?
backup plans.
Like, come
Girl
on,
could
just give me a
sing.
couple of
Do
them.
you want me to tell you?
She could
Yeah,
sing.
tell me one, like your top two.
My top two, for reals.
Yeah, no, I want to know.
My top
Can we all do this?
my top two backup careers. One is going to nursing school.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'll do that with
That's a
you.
good one.
But what I've done on the internet so far in my life, I don't know if I'll ever get a job anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Same, girl.
I know.
Same.
I have a
You're great.
girlfriend who made a career in porn, and she recently applied for a job at a hospital, and they were like,
Background check, you failed.
So I don't know
Oh.
if I could get that job. Also, I don't know. I kind of want to like own my own little business.
I could
Okay.
see you doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
You?
be cute. I don't know, like maybe like a sports mascot. Not that I even love sports, but like how fun would that
You would
be
be
to just
so
be
good.
running
Name a
around a
sport.
big arena?
Wait, name a sport.
I don't know, like basketball.
What do you know about basketball? Who's your favorite team?
The
mascots don't
It's about the mascot. It's about the
But
mascot.
no, like in the middle, at halftime or whatever, there's all the tramps. You do like, you jump off the tramp, do a flip into the hoop. You know, you have all the fun in the world.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you don't have to
amazing.
smile underneath if you're having a bad day. All you have to do is just be like,
That's
That's
so
the most random job
It's so
ever. I love
random.
that.
What would you do?
Well, I think my days of being a ballerina are probably over.
I don't think so. Show us your arch.
They have good arches. I have bad hips and good
You
arches.
you wanna be a Disney mom anyway.
I want to be a Disney mom
Yeah,
and a
there
Disney
you
show.
go.
I think that could happen. I have like a solid like 10 to 15 to 20 more years where I can make that happen.
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
You'd be good at
Miriam?
that. I would be a therapist, or I'd go back to acting and be a stage actress.
You'd be a good
Oh.
therapist.
Yeah,
You're
because
the
you really like to
best.
take things in, analyze,
Really
and,
analyze,
and
deconstruct,
spit back
and
out.
Yeah.
hopefully make you better.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
well-
bringing it back to Vine, one last thing I'd like to mention. King Batch definitely tweeted out something yesterday that a lot of people were upset about. I don't know why people are so
He's
upset
like- I think
about
it's
this.
funny. I
He's
would
like,
do the
I don't care about
same.
Vine or something.
Yeah,
or
he
what
was
do you
like,
say?
LMAO, all these interview requests I'm getting because Vine is dead. I will only speak with the best at the Ellen Show.
Hey,
It's funny.
Mean, that's
Whatever.
great promotion. He's a smart business guy. He's putting himself out there.
I would use, if I was a Vine star, I would use this for promotion as well. If you have a
Yes.
different platform you want them to get on,
Yeah.
obviously talk about what's trending and drive them to what you want them to go to.
Yeah, he was
Miriam's
being
giving me
great.
side eye.
Ego. Don't like ego.
No, but I'm
Gross.
saying like if that's their business, why would he not
There's a
drive
nicer
traffic?
way to say it than I only do the best Ellen Show.
Well,
Bye,
I
y'all.
think he was joking
Well, that
because
is
everyone's
egotistical.
taking it so seriously. He was just trying to make light
He's
of it.
funny.
I think no matter where you're at in your career, you should be thankful and grateful if people are calling you because they think your opinion matters.
No one's called us.
No,
I'm
I
just
was gonna
pointing
say,
out.
No one
great.
called us.
No, we
No
have a
one's called
great
me.
job.
No-
we have a great
no one's
job.
called me about Vine.
My parents don't even call me, so.
Why would
There
they
we go.
call you about Vine? Do you have one Vine out in the world?
I have a few. They're terrible.
I'm gonna go look at them right now. You guys
We
should
need to do
too. Let us know what you think about Vine dying. It makes us pretty sad. And then, hey, you could click over to the left to see if Kylie Jenner is actually replacing her big sister Kim Kardashian.
Or you can also click over to the right to find out what's what with Katy Perry supposedly firing back at Taylor Swift.